Hello, in day 15 we are going to learn analysis of water tank. Before that, let me understand you what are the types of the water tank. Normally we have underground water tank and then elevated water tank. For the underground water tank no need to design because whatever the load coming over it that transfer directly to the ground. But in case of elevated water tank we have to design it. Here we have different types of water tank, that is rectangle water tank, hexagonal water tank, circular water tank, like that. Depending on the shape we are just going with that. But before that we should know the requirement, our capacity, our volume of the water requirement. As per the IS code, normally we require 135 to 140 liter is needed for daily use of one person per day. So you have to calculate the number of population in which area or in each village we have the number of populations, that we have to multiply it by 135 liters so that we will get the total value, total water requirement. So we just divided into drinking 5 liter, cooking 5 liter, bathing and toilet 85 liter, washing clothes and utensils 30 liter, cleaning house 10 liter. Roughly it will vary about 135 to 145 liters. Then water tank size and capacity calculation. So let's assume the things now to just better understand. For a typical family of 4 members, total water requirement is 135, that is a per person water requirement multiplied by 4 person. Total is 650 liter per day. Like this way you can calculate the total volume of the water to the required population. The next, we all know the volume of the water formula as meter cube, that is 1000 liters of water. Next, our requirement is 650 liters and then therefore 650 liters we have to convert it into meter cube, means we have to divide it by 1000. Then we will get the answer in meter cube. Assuming our water tank depth as 0.6, because only I am knowing the value means I can't find out the area, height and depth, all the things. We know that volume is equal to area into height or depth of the water tank. Now area of the tank is 0.65, this one, and then we assume the depth as 0.6. Then we will get the area, that is 1.083 meters square, that is nothing but length into breadth. So here also we have the two unknown factors, means we can't find out. So just assuming length as 2 times of breadth, that is L is equal to 2B, we just put up the formula and then you will get the length as 1.47. So once you get a length, then you will put it in this formula and then you will get the breadth. This is how we have to find out the length, depth or height of the water tank, and then we are going to create the same geometry in the StatPro. Next, come to the load analysis of water tank. Normally dead load is nothing but the column weight, beam weight and then slab weight, and then live load is nothing but hydrostatic pressure. So hydrostatic pressure is nothing but water pressure. By using this formula rho GH, you can find out the pressure and then you will get some value that we have to put over the plate. Here you can see, you can go with the one problem, that is design and analysis of a hexagon water tank for the height of 15 meter and width of 6 meter. You can go ahead with any width and then height, and this is the hexagonal water tank, and then plate thickness is 150 mm, and then rectangle beam size is 500 by 500, and then rectangle column size is 400 by 300, or it may be you go with beam or column like this, because column should be strong, means you have to assume the more value. And even for the water tank, normally we go ahead with the circular shape of the column. You can go ahead with the required shape. So I just want to draw the same thing in the stat now. Clicking on new project, space, and then give the name like water tank or whatever the name you want to give. meter kilonewton next, and then add beam method, finish it. Next, in case of residential project, we normally have the center line diagram plan. For that, we keep the grid as exact. But in the water plane, as the structure is vertical, we have to draw the cross section of the water tank shape in the XY plane. So I just keep the XY plane and then click on the front view so that I can draw the C section of the water tank. I just go according to the problem. We have 6 meter width. I am starting from this, and then height, total height is 15 meter. I divided into 5 steps, means 3 meter like this. Once I done with the C shape of the grid, go to 3D. I want to copy this in a circular way. For that, make sure you select this and then click on the circulation repeat. Along the Y direction, I want to copy out of 360 degree. Now I just want to copy it in 10 degree. Number of step is 1. And then I want to concentrate about this point, link step, to get the copy of one more. Like this. Click on the 3D rendered view. Now this is halo. I want to add the plate. For that, click on geometry, add plate, quadrilateral shape, add this to quadrilateral shape. Then geometry, add plate, triangular plate. You just add this into triangular shape. So once I done, by using the beam cursor, I just delete these beams and then these 2 beams, because only I want to keep the top beam and then bottom beam. Delete it. Okay. So that we have only 2 beams and then 3 plates. Just have a look in 3D how it looks. So once you done, I want to copy the whole geometry. For that, I am using geometry cursor. Again circulation repeat. Out of 360 degree, I done with 10 degree, remaining 350 and then remaining 35 steps. No need to click on the link step because we are going with 36 steps totally. And then concentric over this point, click over this node and this one, and then OK. So this is how you get the circular shape of the water tank like this. Once I done, I want to copy it into multiple times. That is about 4 steps. For that, I just go with the node cursor, select these bottom nodes and then click on the top view, or else you can say view selected only, so that you can able to see only these selected nodes at the top view. Go to top, click outside to deselect all the nodes first, and then I want to repeat it for the column. Select this one, control this one and this one. In between, I want to select this. Even if you want to go ahead with only 4 columns, then you can go and then check the deflection and all the steps. Like this way. Now I want to do the translation repeat about Y direction. Downward I want means I just give a -3 number of step. I go ahead with 4 to 5, whatever the total height, and then link. OK. So like this way I get the column. Now I click on the whole structure. So once I click, go to the geometry, add beam from point to point, and then you just little rotate the model by using the rotate tool. Or else you go ahead with the selection like this. Only you keep the wanted nodes rather than confuse, like this, and then save view selected only. Go to the top and then by using the beam, add beam to beam, then you can connect between these 2 things. Again you click on view whole structure. Same thing you have to do for this one. By using the node cursor, keep only this, view selected only, and then top, Geometry, add beam from point to point, you can add it. Next, click on view whole structure. Again repeat the same step for the third and fourth, or else even by using these beams you can do the translation repeat. Y direction -3, number of step is 2, and OK, like this way. So once I get the column and then beam, the geometry is ready with the column, beam and then slab. This is how you can check. Next one is click on the general property and then define. According to the problem, we have the beam size is 400 by 300, rectangle shape, depth is 0.4, width is 0.3, add, and for the column we have 0.5, 0.5, add, close. So this is the column property. Select beams parallel to Y and then apply. This is the beam property. Select beams parallel to X. Select beams parallel to Z. Or else you select the beams with the help of the beam cursor by using the front view. Next, assign. Thickness, plate thickness is 0.15 meter. Add it, close it. With the help of plate cursor, select all the plates and then assign it to the plates like this. So once you done with the property, here you can check in 3D. Next you click on the support, we have to fix it. Create, fix support, add, select this, go to the front view with the help of node cursor, selecting all the bottom nodes and then assigning. After this you click on the load and definition. If the water tank is under the wind intensity or seismic intensity, then you can go ahead, or else you can go according to the problem. Now we are done with the property. I am just scrolling down little. Here you can see they apply the seismic zone and they are given the seismic zone factors, like it is coming under zone 3. Response reduction factor is 3, importance factor is 1.5, and then type of the soil is hard, damping ratio is 0.05, floor load pressure is 3 kN, like that. Now let's apply one by one. Apply the along positive and negative lateral directions. Here you can see. As I already told you, whenever you want to apply the seismic loads, that should be before any other loads, otherwise you will get the error. For that, what I do is click on the load and definition. Next, definitions, seismic, add. According to the IS code, we are going to put this as IS 1893 2002 or 2005. Generate zone 3, the value is 0.16. Response reduction factor is 3. Put that value, or else just change it into ordinary. Ordinary RC moment resistance structure, that is OMRF. And then structure type, importance factor is 1.5, means it is considered as important building category. And then soil type is hard, you can change according to that. The next structure type is RC frame structure, damping ratio is 5%. Generate the values and then add and close. After that, they had given clearly the floor weight about minus 30 kilonewton, that you can put it here, and you have to give the minimum to maximum range of the water tank. For that, with the help of node cursor, this is the minimum range is minus 5 and then maximum is 10. As this is the floor weight, we have to apply only over the floor. So this is the minimum range is 7 and maximum range is 10. So along the y direction is 7 and 10 you have to put, and then add and close like this way. Next one is we have to add the dead load. For that, click on load gauge details, add the type is into dead load, that is your cell weight. Before that, I want to apply the seismic. So click over the seismic and then say EQ X, add EQ minus X, add EQ Z, add EQ minus Z, add. Next here, I want to apply the seismic. For that, clicking over the seismic zone, X direction 1 factor, add and close. For minus X, seismic minus 1, add and close. Z value, seismic, only change the direction, plus value for plus direction, minus value for the minus direction. Add and close. Once I done, then I apply the cell weight, dead load, SW, add and close, select, add, make sure you have a cell weight y minus 1 and apply to the assign to view. After this, we have to apply the live load, that is water pressure load. Normally water pressure will apply over the bottom plate due to the continuous water and then also side plates. So what we do now is, first I want to apply the pressure on the full plate. For that, load gauge details, add, category is live, LL, add and close. Next, click on add option. Under the plate load, we have the pressure on full plate. Here you can see, according to the problem, we have the pressure on full plate is minus 30 and then we apply the hydrostatic pressure. Pressure on full plate, that is minus 30. Next, add and close, select this pressure and apply only for the bottom plates like this. After this, we have to add the hydrostatic pressure, that is coming under again live load, add, click over the plate load. In the plate load itself, we have the hydrostatic pressure. Until and unless we select the plate, we don't input the loads. Always these loads apply into trapezoidal or triangular shape. That is nothing but in the bottom we get the more load and in the top we get the less load. So we have to select the plate in order to highlight this. Select the plate, keep it here. With the help of plate cursor, select all the plates and then done. Next, you get the W1 and W2. As per the diagram, W1 is your bottom load, that will be more. So I just put the values of that. About 30 kilonewton, that is W1 is minus 30. Rather than keeping this as 0, I just keep -1. Add and close. So this is how we get the hydrostatic pressure over the each plate. So once I done with the hydrostatic pressure, then if it is coming under the wind intensity, according to the problem they have given, wind intensity is 1.025 and height is 10 meter and intensity is 1.13, about height is 15 meter. You can go ahead with the two categories of the wind. For that, again definition, wind definition, add and close, click over the wind load, add, intensity we have to put it about 1.025 till the height of 10 meter and then 1.13 till the height of 15. So here we have to put like this, and then exposure is 80%, add and close. So this exposure we have to say as into view like this. After this load case detail, we have to add the wind category, same, x direction, add, -x, add, z, add, -z, add. Again you click on x direction, go to the wind category, confirm windward direction 1, and then you can give the height of the water tank about here, that is -5 to 10, like this, add and close like this way. Again for the -x, we have to add the windward, -1, same value, -5 to, even you can go directly the 15 meter. Again for Z windward faces, -5 to 15 plus 15. You can vary the height depending on the requirement. Again for -z, wind Z, -1, -5 and 15 meter total height, add and close. So like this way, once you done with all the categories of the load, we have to go ahead with the load combination, auto load combination according to IS 456 Indian code, generate the loads, add and close. Once I done analysis, all, add, close, geometry, analysis, command, analysis, perform analysis, all okay, analyze, run analyze, save. Confirm that whether you get the errors, then you go to the post processing mode, and then for all the types of the loads you are going to check the results. Select all, apply OK, go to the animation and then check the deflection. So this is how you get the deflection. It doesn't mean that we have to increase the property of the member. So you can just go with the plate option and then check the maximum absolute stress like this. This is 0.049, and then click over the beam, check the graph. So you can go ahead with the required beam to get the details, deflection, how much deflection you get. So not yet be done with the design process. Same way you just click over the design option to design this, add the cover FC, FY, and then go ahead with the same process what we have done earlier. Click over the animation to check the deflection. So mostly here we are getting the more deflection. So check the results like this. In the next video we learn the other command. Thank you.